Hi, everyone. My name is Salandia Hammond. I am with loanswithsueham.com, and I want to speak to you today about appealing your property taxes, aka lowering your property taxes. I'm going to tell you how to do it, why you should do it, and when you should do it, and the potential savings you can receive from doing it. So why even bother, right, with trying to get your taxes lowered? Well, because taxes rise frequently. And a lot of times the assessments may be incorrect. You may be being overcharged. So you should bother. Also, if you're going to be in the market to sell your home, some buyers may be turned off by the high amount of money that you pay in taxes. It may not fit within their budget. So if you can get your property reassessed at a lower tax bracket, it will actually help potential buyers become more infatuated with your home because it fits into their affordability range because the taxes are lower. Now, another reason why you would want to bother with getting your property taxes reassessed is because it can put hundreds or thousands back into your pocket. And I know this for a fact because it has done so for me. And lastly, if you have your taxes on escrow, meaning that you are paying your mortgage company the mortgage payment and your taxes every month, you could potentially get a lower payment if your taxes are lower and get reimbursement. So, those are some really amazing reasons as to why you should bother to look in potentially getting your taxes reassessed and hopefully getting them lowered. Now, property taxes in your area. What I recommend for everyone to do is contact their county tax assessor's office and find out when they actually assess the property. Okay. You want to find out when they're doing that because you want to get your appeal in before they assess it. Most counties, if you win your assessment, you win your appeal, right? They will back pay you 2 years. So if you are successful in getting your taxes reduced, you could be owed a refund and they go back as far as 2 years. However, every county is different. So please check with your county tax assessor to find out how many years will they go back for back pay and also to find out when they actually go out and assess the property value in your areas. Some counties are every 5 years, some counties are every 3 years. Please find out how it works in your county. Typically, we see the tax bills go out in November. Um, and some counties have a deadline when you can submit the appeals. Again, this just goes back to checking with your county. Now, what's the difference between assessment and value? Assessments are usually based on the percentage of the market value. A lot of people get their tax bills and they're like, that's not the value of my house, but this is the number that the assessor's office is using to determine your taxes. And in most cases, it is a lot lower than what the value of your house is. Now, the value of your home is what is likely to sell for based on the sales comparables in the area. Sales comparables meaning homes that are similar to your home and the amount that they have sold for recently. All right. So you want to definitely understand the difference between those. The assessment amount is actually going to work in your favor because if it's lower, that means that your taxes are lower. And I just want to hit it again, understand that the assessment value is not what your home will sell for. This is just the value that the tax assessors base what your taxes will be. So again, the lower, the better. So I have some property in another county and I was being taxed at a pretty high rate. The actual homes on the property are pretty much dilapidated. So I knew that the tax rate was kind of high. So I actually requested a new assessment. I appealed what they were. On each of those properties, I was being charged about $700 and I appealed it and it was cut down to like $250. So as you can see, that is a huge savings. So the assessment value was a lot lower than what the actual value of the property is, what I could get when I sell for it. But hey, I'm not selling right now. And I really needed my tax assessor to please go back out and look at the property. Now, for me, all I had to do was go down to the county office and ask them to reassess it. I didn't have to do anything else. Every county works differently. That's why it's important for you to find out what their process is. For me, I just had to go down to the county office and say, hey, I don't agree with the property assessment of my of my properties, I think I should be paying lower taxes. The homes are dilapidated, they're inhabitable right now, and therefore I think I'm overpaying in taxes. They did their assessment and they agreed with me. Like I said, my tax bill dropped from $700 some down to $250. So it does work. It's important for you to be on top of this. It can put money back into your pocket. And again, if you're looking to sell your home, you won't turn off potential buyers because you're paying a high tax bill. Now, one thing I want you to also check is your property description correct on your tax bill? The number of bedrooms, baths, the home square footage. Make sure everything that they have on your tax bill is correct, because they could have you at 8 bedrooms and your home only has 5 bedrooms. Therefore, your assessment value should be reduced, meaning your taxes should then be reduced. So you want to make sure that everything is correct. Mistakes are very common, and all you really need to do is just call them, and most times that will take care of the issue. Also, I want you to check to make sure you're getting your discounts on your taxes, homestead exemption, senior discounts. There are counties, if you're a certain age, you get a discount for that. Veteran discounts. I'm a Marine veteran, and Marines, not just Marines, but veterans get discounts for taxes. So check with your tax office to see what you may qualify for. If you're 100% disabled, most times you don't have to pay property taxes on your primary home. Disabled homeowners, rebate programs based on your profession, reductions based on income level, energy discounts, agricultural discounts. There are so many discounts that you can get on your home for taxes. You should inquire about it, because you could easily fall into one of these categories. Homestead exemption, if you're living there and it's your primary residence, everyone should qualify for that. So don't be like me. Let me tell you what happened to me. We moved into our new home about 3 years ago, and I did not file the homestead exemption. So when I left closing was telling me that my taxes would be right around $1,600 a year. Well, the next year, because I didn't file for homestead exemption, my taxes shot up to $5,400. $5,400 a year. That's a really big increase. So I went down there, showed them my license, showed them I moved here, changed residence, provided the proof that they required, and they were actually able to go back and change my taxes to the $1,687 a year and actually issued me a refund check. So it is very important that you claim the exemptions that you are due. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but please just go down to your tax office and ask what exemptions they have, what discounts they have, and ask them if you qualify. And again, most county offices will back pay you up to 2 years. Okay. Should you hire an attorney or should you do this yourself? If you've noticed, everything we've discussed, I've done it myself. I didn't need an attorney. If you don't want to do it, yeah, you can hire an attorney. Most attorneys are going to charge you a fee, sometimes about $1,500, sometimes $375, sometimes $750. It all depends on the attorney. However, you can do it yourself. It just takes a little time, you calling the office or you going into the office and you taking care of that. And I think it's worth it, for me to go from $1,687 a year to, I think it was $5,300 in taxes, and then to go down there and just take them my ID and fill out the paperwork, and then boom, it gets reduced to the original amount of $1,687, and I get a refund. I think that was worth my time, and to be honest with you, it only took about an hour. So you can do it yourself. So how do you file your appeal? You're going to hear me reference this a lot. It depends on your county tax office. Again, I was able to do it in one county where I just went down there and I just told them I don't agree with the assessment. I asked them to please reassess it. I told them the property address and I told them the property tax map numbers, and they went out and they did it. All right. Some places may want you to bring them comparables. Remember, comparables are homes in the area like yours and what they've sold for. So they may ask you to bring that to them, or they may just have you come down and fill out paperwork and just say, hey, I'm appealing this tax rate. This is my address, and this is my tax map number. Please, can you take a look at it? I don't agree with your assessed value. So Ways to ensure success. You want to make sure you file in advance of the deadline. Again, most counties will go back 2 years as far as if they owe you a refund. So it give you a refund for that. After that, you're on your own. If you need help, please contact your county tax assessor's office to help you out. I have found that in both situations in two different counties, the assessors have been very helpful for me and willing to aid me and get things done in an expedient manner. Find out from them if you got to submit it online or if you could just come in and speak with them and do some paperwork in the office. Always get a receipt of the acknowledgement that they received your appeal. And remember, if you win your appeal and you have a mortgage and you are paying your taxes through escrow to your mortgage company, let your mortgage company know that your taxes have been reduced and you are requesting an escrow analysis. I just did this. And they will do an escrow analysis. They will verify that your taxes have been reduced. And if you have an overpayment of your escrow, they oftentimes will send you that refund. So these are reasons why you want to take a look at your taxes. And if you feel they're too high, go ahead and appeal it and hopefully get the reduction. And if you get the reduction, and they're able to go back 2 years, request a refund. And if you have a mortgage company and you are escrowing your taxes, request an escrow analysis and get a refund of your overpayment. So this pretty much has been my presentation on how to appeal taxes, and why you should appeal the assessment of your taxes if you feel that they are extremely high. If you have any questions or if you would love to look at doing a home loan, purchasing a home loan, or refinancing your home loan, I am your girl. I'm a Marine veteran, Salandia Hammond, aka Sueham Baby, with Loans with Sueham, powered by Edge Home Finance. And as you can see, all of my contact information is on the screen here. Feel free to fill out a free loan consultation at loanswithsueham.com. I hope you found this information very beneficial. Please feel free to share it with whomever. This works in all of the United States. So definitely go out there, and I hope things work in your favor like they have done for me and so many of my customers. Also, for those of you who may have purchased a house, remember, it is your duty to go to that tax office and file that homestead exemption. Let them know that you are living in that house. Most times that they require you to have your license changed to that address where you're living, and provide proof that you bought that house, and they will go ahead and give you that exemption. If it's something different, they will let you know in your county offices. All right. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Get those taxes reduced, get more money into your pocket. Make sure you share this video with someone else and help them out along the way.